What's good, everybody? It's your girl Kayla A, and I'm back with another nail tutorial, another video. Y'all, I got my sheet of paper here with my plan on it. I already knew what kind of set I wanted to do. These are two shapes just to have fun, just to show some creativity, because these are my nails. I do not offer two shapes on my site before somebody asks. I didn't even think about that before I did this. I know somebody gonna annoy me and ask, but it's okay. You would have to DM me to get two different shapes, but on my site, no, you cannot get two different shapes. But I do have these up right now, this specific style. I pretty much just make up styles. I do them for content, and then I always offer them. But I'll mention if I don't offer them. This one I offer, so you could definitely go ahead and purchase this one. I'm using Glamorous Nude as a base from Valentino Beauty Pure. And yeah, let's talk about the tea of life while we do this application. So 4 months ago, I moved to Texas, and it was such an eye-opening and crazy experience coming from the Midwest and going to like right outside of the Houston area. But it was a suburb that I moved to. I didn't move in Houston. It was kind of expensive to move in Houston the way I wanted to. So I just opted to be maybe 45 minutes away. And I have already decided to move back home. Not even just decided to move back home. I actually had to move back home. So let's just do a little story time about that adventure. I think all in all, I would have definitely stuck it out for my lease sake. But I had a homie in my lease office, so I ended up better than just abandoning my lease. I ended up really lucky in the situation, but do not abandon your lease. It's gonna be like hell to get that off your name. You can get that off your name, but it do take some work and some money. So I would not recommend abandoning your lease, but I ended up a little okay on my end. I just got to pay the money. What I will say is that even though I did not care for where I lived, I'm watching this and I hate that I'm out of frame like this. And I just knew I ate this up. I knew I ate this frame up. But anyway, though I did not like living in the suburbs, being a city girl and coming from, I think I've told y'all before, I live in Milwaukee. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a small town, 2 hours from Chicago, but it is still, even though it's not a small town, it's a city. It's not a big city, but it is still very much a city. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a city girl for sure. I can definitely say that I don't live in the country. I don't live off the outskirts. So I was really reality checked. I think that what could have served me was saving more, because it was very competitive to work out there. Most people had 2 and 3 jobs. Just to make ends meet, a lot of people had 2 and 3 jobs. If y'all are from Texas, do you experience that it's kind of hard for people to make it on one job? Most people I know here got one job, or they got a job and a side hustle, but it's never life and death, so they gotta have 2 jobs. It's the economy is hard, but it's much, much harder in the big city, is basically what I'm trying to say. So that was a big culture shock to me. And because I had such a good resume, I thought I would be okay to just get down there, get a job, grind it out 6 months, 8 months, and then, eventually get where I needed to be. But it took me 4 months before I decided to come home. And in those 4 months, I had been receiving jobs, not getting hours. I had been on interview after interview after interview and not getting a job. I had did every side hustle in the world, and most of those people had 1 or 2 other jobs in addition to side hustling. So I was just a little in over my head with the money. I definitely think I should have saved maybe 3 times what I did. I can't even say 2 times what I did. I think I should have saved 3 times what I did. So that's the first tip for moving out of state. Another thing I think it could have saved me and spared me and had me stay there instead of come back was if I spent more time in the neighborhood of where I lived. I thought it wouldn't bother me since I'm such a independent and loner type naturally. I thought it wouldn't really bother me to be so far away from city life, but it definitely did. I was in a cul-de-sac about an hour away from everything, and everything I wanted to do that was fun. I could, go shopping and do stuff like that closer, but everything that I wanted to do for entertainment, I was pretty much gonna have to drive into the city to do, and I just wasn't prepared for what that was really gonna look like. I think there are a lot of perks about Houston. I think that it's such a great place, and the suburbs surrounding, but I definitely think I would have played it completely different. Hindsight be 2020. So all in all, 2023, end of 2023, fourth quarter, I'm back at home in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I'm already gearing up to move to the next city that I'll be moving to. Another thing that I didn't think about that really, really affected me, and I was so shocked by, especially being such an independent person as I am, was the fact that I missed my mom. I really, really struggled with missing my mom, and I really, really struggled with missing my friends, and I didn't think I would. I really didn't think I would. I thought that I don't know, I definitely love them, and I love being around them and stuff like that, but I don't see a lot of people. Like, y'all, I'm such a loner girl. I'm such a lonely, independent type girl. Like, I don't have siblings close to my age. Older sister is quite older. Younger sister I wasn't raised with. She's quite younger. But I don't know. I operate by myself really well, almost too well. So for me to get to another place and experience extreme homesick, I think it was a combination of not knowing that my system is more involved in my life than I thought they were, and a combination of that really early period where you just gotta jam it out. I did a lot of research before I moved, and almost everybody on TikTok and YouTube all had a similar story about their homesickness. Like, a good 4 to 6 months in, it's just hit you like a ton of bricks. It would be like the first huge inconvenience, and that's what it was for me. It was like, but then it was before, I ain't gonna lie, it was like the week before the first huge thing that was like, dang, which was me losing my Amazon Flex account, and my Amazon Flex account was my main source of income. I think after I lost it, 2 weeks later, I was already coming back home, because that was a huge part of my income, and then I had lost it, so that really made me want to come home. But even before that, I was really struggling the week leading up to that. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe that was a sign. But when I tell y'all it was going down there, I got scammed out of $100. I got my car towed one day. I paid for it to get out in the middle of the night. I came outside the next day. It was towed again, because I ended up parking in a spot that I didn't, quote unquote, see that was for delivery drivers, but somebody ended up helping me get out that situation. That was a crazy situation. My account got suspended. I got hired at like 3 jobs in 1 month and wouldn't get put on the schedule. I think that now that I'm set up back in my mom's house and everything just feels so familiar and everything just feels like a hug, I have so much clarity, and I can really map out why it didn't work, if I should do it again, how I should do it different. And I've come to terms with I will be doing it again in a different place, because I still don't feel that I want to live in my hometown. But I definitely feel that all of the minor and major inconveniences coming back to back like that were definitely a sign that I should listen to God. I definitely didn't take the time to really consult with God if whether or not I should even went. I just felt like I was being so scary and I needed to take a leap. So I did that. And, I took that leap, and I'm still happy I did it, because the lesson in that, and also what that did for me becoming so fearless, is priceless. I think oftentimes, even though I'm one of the people that came back home and quite quickly, I think more often than not, the scary leap of faith is the only way to go. Without the scary leap of faith, I will be still sitting here in Milwaukee, never having left, in my studio, doing nails that I don't like, having teas with clients. Like, I just would be in a terrible situation. And I only had a tea with ever like 2 clients, but baby, I'm a Libra. I do not like confrontation. It's like nothing or we fighting. I don't like that middle spot. I don't like to be in that middle spot. So to me, that was, all the tea enough that I needed to really think about whether or not, I really wanted to be in that situation. And so right around that time, what I did, I don't know if y'all remember, but right around that time, I decided to not do nails anymore and to be a press-on shop. And not around the time of the drama, around the time of moving. I was like, okay, I can't really get down there and have all my clients because I don't have any yet. I will have to start from beginning, and you know, that's to be expected, and that's fine. But in the meantime, let me sell press-ons because I really like doing press-ons. And now look at me, I don't even do nails anymore. I have a whole press-on shop. Like, I literally do it full time. And so that's what I'm going hard in doing, which is getting my platforms up and getting my press-on shop up. So look at that. I would have never had that change of heart and never came to that realization if I didn't move. I truly believe I would still be in that same spot, servicing my same clients that are great, doing nails that are great, but I still wouldn't have never tapped into that next phase of uncomfortable growth. And it is so like, I can't stress it enough. It is so important for you to understand that you cannot be completely 100% comfortable and sitting in one spot and grow to the next level. It is mandatory. I saw a TikTok. It was unrelated to my situation, but the sound on the TikTok was Will Smith in an interview, and he said it was about skydiving. It was about skydiving. And no, I did not go skydiving. I'm scared of heights. I'll never go skydiving. But in the sound, he said, you go skydiving, basically. This is what he said. And you come to terms with the fact that on the other side of fear is freedom. You do not get to freedom. You do not get to that elevation without being scared. You have to jump over the scare. So I don't know, that's just on my heart. I feel like that message is for somebody. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to be terrified. And I just don't even know how else to say it. When I went to nail school, I was terrified. When I quit my job at the post office to go full time with nails and get my first suite, I was terrified. I didn't even go straight to a suite. I came to my mama's house first. But when I quit that job, I was terrified. When I decided to even do nails and make hundreds of dollars of an investment, I was terrified. Like, everything that I did, it had an element of being terrified, but it was for a reason. And to this day, even with everything not working out perfect, some things flopping, I have no regrets. And I just think that message is for somebody. I don't know who, girl, but one of y'all need that message, and so it's for you, baby. Let me know if y'all want any of them story times from when I was in Texas. I don't know. It wasn't the most juicy, but it was kind of exciting. So let's get back to the set. I done did my application. I done carved out my French. I did not show me doing these chrome fingers because I was just too excited to do them, and I forgot to record. But the product I use will be shown again at the end for detailing on the French nails. So right now I'm just drawing some hearts off to the side just to give it effect. I did a pink one and a yellow one, and it's giving SpongeBob and Patrick. Real cute. If I was doing this set for a client, I would definitely be using acrylic to put a charm on that big, but I'm just living fast because I know this is for me. So I'm reinforcing it with that same rhinestone gel, but of course use acrylic. It's just the best for a big charm. So now I'm putting on gelish blooming gel, and I'm going to use a little bit of pink polish with a dotting tool to make a little random blob. You could do a circle. I think I did a circle on one of the stiletto nails on the other hand to create an aura effect. Blooming gel is just another way to create an aura effect. After you cure that, now you want to create the blobs. They're supposed to be very random and have different sizing. This product is amazing for that. If you do not have this product or anything very similar, you need to get it. This is a very controlled yet loose but not too loose, liquefied but not too liquefied, beautiful gel. To get a more 3D effect, just hold it upside down. This is the Isis. I call it Isis because if it's not Isis, it's Sissy, and I don't think it's that. I think it's Isis, and it's a UK brand. They sell this chrome gel, and it's perfect. It is so perfect. When I run out, I'm buying it again. I do have one coming off Shein, and I'm going to do me a Shein nail supplies haul soon when I get that big package in. And I have one of these in my package. So let's see if it's, giving what it's supposed to give. Because if it is, then that's what we're going to use. Because that will be a great dupe for this, as this has very expensive shipping because it comes from the UK and it takes kind of a long time, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Okay, honey, look at that. You can't really see on the video, but it's foiled. It's foil mirror effect, and that's one coat on the solid nails, one coat on the blobs, and it still looks very good. Now I'm going in with my dotting tool to make my Takashi Murakami flower. You see the flower all the time in artwork and on people nails. Is from that artist Takashi Murakami. So we gonna go in with our Murakami flower. I do have to do 2 layers, so I did 1 layer of yellow. I'm just making like a little sun face off to the side of the nail. I like the duck nail with the nail art because it's just so much space. Oh my god. So while I did my sun, I did 1 layer, I cured it, I did a 2nd layer, and I'm doing a 2nd layer on my star too, because yellow, you got to build it up. So that's what we're doing here. After we cure that yellow, we're going in immediately for the petals of our flower. I go the long way and I literally cure for 30 seconds each petal color. So it is time consuming, but I do it that way. That's just me. If you got better penmanship, better artwork, you probably don't have to do it like that. So after I get them all on, now I'm going for my face details. Okay, this is the fun part of doing nails. This is the fun part. You start figuring out all the artwork. How do you want to do it? Do I want to do X for the eyes? Do I want to do circles? I did more traditional, just like the artwork from the artist. But you could do it more like call style. You could just get funky. In this same moment, without curing the face details, I'm going to outline my whole entire flower. And the outline, just like every outline, is going to eat it. That's what's going to make the artwork come alive. I went in and cured that and put it back on the stand and top coated the entire set. I just didn't have the footage. After my top coat, I do go in for a finish filing just to make sure my line is crispy, my free edge is crispy, and my shape. I want to show y'all how I filed my stiletto, even though I didn't do the artwork on camera, because it's the exact same process, and the duck nails had more space. It's more of a filing underneath. We're not filing the sides, we're not hitting the polish, we're not trying to have to go back with product. It's a filing underneath. And then we did application. That's in a short on my page right now, and she ate it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.